All right, y'all. So we got some crazy moves. I actually recorded this video already. Oh, for those of y'all who was expecting me to stream last night, I actually ran a 10K. So it was this event I participated in yesterday, and I was tired, bro. I went to sleep super early. I got up at like 5 a.m. today. Right now it's 6:30 in the morning. I was recording earlier. The video messed up, so I'm about to re-record. But yeah, apologies to those of y'all who was expecting me to stream. I was supposed to stream The Walking Dead episode so far. The last one was crazy. But let's go ahead and get into this here. I'm gonna pretty much re-give my thoughts on it. So it'll probably go smoother than it did the first time. But we got the Ravens extending Ron Lee Stanley. I don't got too much to say about this here. O-line are probably the most pivotal point when it comes to football. 3-year, $60 million deal. You know, I no comments to say about that. Nothing negative to say. It's just good move. You know, to have some good O linemen. Commanders re-signed Zach Ertz to 1 year, $6.2 million deal. You know, I like the fact that they're bringing back these vets. You know, him and Bobby, and I like that they still want to play. There's still a fire there. Zach Ertz is arguably one of the most reliable tight ends in the league. I say top 10. Like when it comes to reliability, not talent, just reliability. This guy, man, very reliable guy. So good move. Bills releasing Von Miller. Honestly, I thought about them doing this years ago, maybe like a year or two ago. I said this in the video, but I mean, it is what it is. Once they didn't do it last year, last off, I think that was last offseason I was talking about that. Once they didn't do it, no, I don't remember. Anyways, though, but once they didn't do it, then it was like, okay, maybe he's gonna retire a Bill. So this is surprising. I'm curious what Vaughn plans on doing. I don't know if he still wants to play or not, considering he's an older player. But if he does, I think he still could play. I think he still got juice. So whoever gets him is gonna be a good pickup. He may not be at that elite level anymore. I just don't see the sack production there, but obviously still a very good player. Browns extended Myles Garrett. Money talks, man. Money talks. This man $40 million a year, so he jumped Max Crosby. The market is being reset. I said it, bro. And the title of the last video, this is going to be a historic offseason, and so far it already has been. Free agency hasn't even started, which is the crazy part. But Saquon resets the free agent market for running backs, $20 million a year. Max Crosby reset the pass rush market, $35 million a year. Myles Garrett jumps it, and then we have one more player that we're going to get to that also just contributed. So there's no way the Bengals are going to get out of paying, for sure. What's up, boy? Jamar Chase, $40 million. Largest non-quarterback contracts on a per year basis. That's not what I was looking for. She's re-signing Nick Bolton. I didn't think that they were going to be able to do it, and they still got more players they need to re-sign. I don't know how they're going to figure out the. I don't know how they're going to figure it out. He's a very pivotal player to that defense, man, and we'll see what they do. I don't know. I don't really know what to expect. I'm being genuine. I don't. But you know, hopefully they can figure it out. Get everybody re-signed. The Lions releases Zadarius Smith. I did not see this coming. You know, y'all trade for him just to cut him. You know, maybe he was getting paid too much. I don't know. I don't feel like looking into it, but I mean, he's gonna be good anywhere he goes. It's a good pass rusher, good player. So whether they bring him back or whether, you know, I don't know, whatever situation is, but good player. Just kind of surprised me. Lions fans, if y'all know, comment down for me in the comment section. Aaron Jones gets re-signed, 2 year, $20 million deal with $13 million guaranteed. That's a good signing. I think they didn't spend too much for him, but I mean, you know, he got his money. I think it's like pretty good. Pretty good deal for both sides. Again, you know, with Saquon resetting the running back market, I would assume that running backs are going to get more. But hey, again, $10 million a year for $13 million guaranteed. It's not, you know, nothing to sniff at. That's pretty good money. They were rotating running backs a decent amount last year, so kind of surprised me that they re-signed him. But at the same time, it doesn't surprise me because again, he's a good running back. So I'm just curious what their plan is full time for him. And I don't know, maybe it was because he got injured a little bit last year. Seahawks and Ernest Jones agreed to a 3-year, $33 million deal. Good deal. I mean, he needs your defense. That's for sure. That's for sure. I don't know too much about Ernest. I've seen him play a little bit, but I don't watch him in detail. So it's like it's not a lot popping to mind. This is one of the biggest moves of the day. One of two, I'd say. Aside from the contracts, people being re-signed. Rams signed Davante Adams to a 2-year, $46 million deal. So this kind of confused me because I'm like, why didn't they just pay Cooper Kupp this? But I think it's, and I said this before, I think it's because of Cooper's consistent injuries. Davante, he's pretty healthy. I'm not gonna lie, he don't miss too many games. And then when I check the contract numbers, let me see. Let me go. I was looking at receivers. I check the contract numbers. I don't gotta check it. But Cooper, what they just paid Davante, Cooper was getting paid more than this. 2 years, 46 mil, so that's 23 mil a year. I think Cooper was scheduled to get 27 mil, so they free up a little bit of cap space, as well as what's wild? Cooper's still on the roster technically. That's actually crazy. He's still on the roster. I didn't even think about that. Imagine they keep all three. That's crazy. What the heck? Imagine that. Because they got to trade him. He's not a free agent. That's wild that they signed Davante before even trading him. That's crazy. Dude, imagine if they were to keep all three. But the only downside to this is Matthew Stafford getting injured. Because once Matt's injured, then it's like the ball's not flying around like how it typically does. They need to get a good backup. That's what they need to do. Like this offseason. But yeah. Davante's contract is cheaper than what they were paying Cooper, and Davante is just more available. It's just what it is. I like Davante more too, just personally. But so I think they kind of upgraded there, but ain't that crazy. Patriots signing Harold Landry. He got picked up quick, and in three years, $43 million deal, he got picked up pretty quick. Good pass rusher. I had positive things to say about him. In the last video when I said something about him getting released. Good pass rusher. I thought New England already had pass rushers, but I guess I'm wrong. But he did. So he links back up with Vrabel. But yeah, I didn't think about that either. But yeah, nothing negative to say there at all. Josh Allen, 6 years, $330 million guaranteed, 330 mil, 250 mil guarantee. If we do the numbers, we break down this 330 divided by 6. How much is he getting paid a year? 330 divided by 6 equals 55 mil a year. Oh, okay, that's reasonable. Considering the market, that's pretty reasonable. That guarantee money is crazy. He this is another contribution to resetting the market, but mainly more around his guaranteed money. But he's a bill for lifer. And we got the biggest move of the day. The Seahawks have moved DK Metcalf to the Steelers for a 2025 second round pick. And he's signing a 5-year deal worth up to 150. How much is that? 150. I'm not good at quick math, y'all. So don't hurt me. 30 mil a year. Wow. All right then. This is actually gonna be wild. DK and Pickens. These are, at least based off of public perception, these two are known as the most hothead receivers in the NFL, and you just put them on the same team. This is gonna be a fire duo though, but I do think the Steelers should add another receiver, if I'm being completely honest, because from what I've seen, I don't know this for sure, but I don't think DK has played a full 16-17 game season. Maybe his rookie year, I don't know. That's just me being honest. I don't know, but I do feel like DK's injured a decent amount. So at the number 3 position, I was looking this up earlier. I think they should sign another receiver. I also think that they should draft another receiver. I think they should get one maybe in like the 3rd, 4th round. If you get one earlier, there's nothing wrong with that either. You might want to get O-line, maybe. But if they get another receiver earlier, I'm not mad at that either. But they definitely got to figure out the quarterback position. But I say Brandon Cooks would be a good one. I say you want 3 to 5 or 3 to 5 to be really solid and not a big gap. So in case DK or GP goes down, the supporting cast will be solid. But I think Brandon Cooks would be a good option. Again, he's injured a decent amount. Tyler Lockett, he'd be a good option. Darius Slayton would be a good option. Demarcus Robinson would be a very good option. This dude he's a nice number 3, man. Very nice number 3. And I think he could play the number 2 pretty good too. Some of these names on here I'm a little iffy about. I haven't watched them enough in detail this past season to say something about them. Tyler Boyd, I think he'd be pretty solid, but I think he might want to go try to get more money. Elijah Moore, that's a nice one. Let me see. Rondell Moore. And Rondell Moore is 24 years old. It's gonna be 25. This dude's young. That'd actually be a perfect pickup. That'd be perfect. Crowder, he's pretty productive. There's some other guys on here who I like. I just like I said, I didn't watch them in detail enough last year. You can bring back Juju. I think that'd be pretty good. Juju's 28? Juju's still in his 20s? I didn't know that. What the heck? Wow. But yes, it's a lot of options out there. Like I said, in my opinion, I think they should fill up that 3 to 5 spot with some solid receivers. Solid receivers. No, you want your number 3 to be a borderline number 2. So if you need to draft a receiver early to fill that spot, do it. But just because you gotta consider injuries, you know, because it's gonna be pretty when everything's healthy. But when it's not, then you know. I think that's it for NFL's page. Let's go check out BR Gridiron. We're gonna get on this here. Refresh. I think we good. DK and Pickens crash outs at the same time would be special. This here, yeah, I guess we're gonna start here. I don't want to throw fuel to the fire. I don't want to make fun of the Bengals. That's not what I'm looking to do. But if the Bengals acted when they were supposed to, they could have had Jesse Bates for $12 million a year, T Higgins for $23 million a year. Now T for sure is going to want 30 plus. Jamar Chase for $35 million a year. Now Jamar's going to want 40 plus. And Trey Hendrickson for $25 million a year. And now Trey is going to want 30 plus. Yeah, this front office is ridiculous, bro. And it's crazy. There's another player I'm gonna touch on as far as the same conversation, but it's better to get the deal done early because the price is only gonna go up. These owners try to put it off and procrastinate. If you're gonna keep the guy, keep the guy. If you're not, just get him out of there and trade him early. You know, it may look dumb at a certain point in time, but hey, the number 4 on DK actually looks kind of fire. That's like this looks like a solid pick. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty fire. It's gonna be a tough receiving duo. Bro, Cooper Kupp is still on a roster. This is crazy. It actually is crazy. No, I don't think they're keeping him, but still, like, imagine. All right, let's see. Let's move on to NFL on ESPN. See what they got to say. Nothing here. Nothing new here. I think Jason's gonna be okay. I'm looking forward to seeing Jake Bobo get a bigger role, but they're obviously gonna sign some receivers or draft. I mean, it's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. 250 mil guaranteed. That's the new all-time high. Sad to see Deshaun Watson's decline, bro. That was sad. This whole from into Houston to now, it's like once he left Houston, it's almost like his career is just like done. Bro had all pro, like where the way he was playing in Houston in his prime, you're looking like, man, this dude could potentially be a Hall of Famer. Like his talent, he potentially could be a Hall of Famer, man. He's a great quarterback. Trey Smith has signed his franchise tag with the Chiefs. Always good to keep them linemen, man. This is NFL Preem. He reports on a lot of players who aren't big names, which I do like. Jarrett Stidham extended, Austin Hooper extended, Jamie Sherwood extended. Seahawks interested in Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers is like the he's like the what we call it? He's like the last option for everybody. Everybody wants Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, or Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is number one for everybody. But at the same time, I think Rodgers could be one of the better ones. But you know, that's all good. Steelers are expected to make a push for free agent Sam Darnold, offering him 35 to 40 mil a year. So that means Rush and Justin Fields is likely out of there, which is interesting. Louis, this is tail. Tail. Seahawks re-signing Jerron Reed. Good pickup. This is where I was getting to. Micah Parsons could sign a record-breaking NFL $42.8 million deal. Jerry waited too long, man. Should have been paid him. But again, this offseason should warn a lot of owners, a lot of GMs. It should warn a lot of people. Get the deals done early. Get them out the way. So I'm not mad at the. I don't know when Josh Allen's contract was going to be up, but you can't be mad at this because you want to pay him now because this number looks good now. Let's make you the highest paid player in the NFL. We can give you the biggest contract in NFL history. It looks so good now. That's why the Chiefs did it with Mahomes. They got the deal done early. Was 10-year, 500 mil or something like that? I don't know. Got the deal done early because relatively, it looks like you're going to be the highest paid now. But in 2 years, the market value is going to change, and it's going to look like we got a steal. It's going to look like we got a really good deal. Where was we at? It was at Preem. So yeah, I think they waited too long. Wait for the Aiden Hutchinson extension. Shoot, honestly, in Micah's favor, you as the player, you want them to wait. It sucks because you're not getting your money now. You're not getting your long-term security now. So if you get hurt, then it screws you over. That does suck. But the longer it takes, the more you're going to get paid. So we're going to end it on that note. Appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all like the video. Subscribe. I likely will be on tonight on Twitch playing on Walking Dead. So we might get episode 5 out the way tonight. We'll see. Likely. I don't want to promise y'all something and then not keep it, but we got a 85% chance. So appreciate y'all again, man. Y'all be easy. Have a blessed day, a blessed Monday.
You done messed up, Aaron.
Ain't no need to play games. I'm cool with zeros on the stat sheet. I don't care if you knew Patrick Mahomes. Them lies you telling won't get past me. If it's meant to be, I'm not gonna ask for a second chance. I'm only gonna ask you once after that, then it's out my hands. I'm not gonna question, just accept it, part of God's plan.